thank you for missing me, but don't miss me, miss my subject. I cannot even laugh here. Right. Okay. Thank you. I think you got proper communication message or just class not there. Did you get the communication? Just class not there. Fine. Okay. Next time onwards, if this kind of situation happens, mail me. I will reply. Okay. Just call not there. Oh, fine. Hmm. All right, guys. Tell me here, where is this? Tools FS. I think we have to discuss 701. Then what is there? SLF4J. Okay, session 2. Session 2. Where in this session 2? Come on. Yeah. We discussed about all this stuff, guys. Log4j related to everything we discussed. Shall we go for some FAQs, guys? I think last class everything completed, but FAQs are not discussed, right? Okay. What is logging? Yes, we can talk about that. It's a process of keeping track of application flow of execution. Applications flow of execution. All right. What is the difference between logging and auditing? In logging, we keep track of code flow. In auditing, we keep track of user activities. When user logged in, when user did that activity, this activity, withdraw operation, deposit operation. Auditing also internally needs the support of what? Logging. No doubt in that. Next. What are the problems with the system.out.println based logging operation? We can write only to console. We cannot categorize the messages. We cannot filter the messages. We cannot write messages to different destination. So many problems are there with system.out.println. There are not there. Okay. List various logging APIs or tools or framework. Log4j, Logback, okay, so Apache, Commons logging, all these are there. SL4j is a framework that provides abstraction on multiple other logging APIs or not, guys. How Log4j is different from regular Log4j and other logging tools. How it is different, guys? How it is different, guys? Come on, everyone. Regular Log4j and other logging tools, guys. Today, no issue with mic, guys. It's good. Reminding all our logging tools, they are direct logging tools. SLF4j is a logging framework that provides abstraction on multiple logging APIs or tools. So we can use all logging APIs and tools by enjoying the abstraction that is given by SL4j or not, guys. What is the default logging API that is linked with what? SLF4j. What is the default logging API that is linked with what? SLF4j. That is a logback. If nothing is given by default, it is linked with what, guys? Logback, right. Logback is also one kind of logging API. Okay, next one. Right. Explain different logger levels and their use cases. Debug for what purpose? Info for what purpose? Warn for what purpose? I hope you remembered. Sir, please check your mic once. Okay, Azad, you check your side. Ajad, Freedom Kumar. Freedom Kumar. I restart meeting. You cannot restart. I only can restart. You have to rejoin the meeting, right? Guys, online student, please respond in everyone mode. Am I audible or not? All good. Okay, that's good. Mr. Freedom Kumar, set right your infrastructure. Right. Okay. Yeah. What is the default logging API? Explain different logger level their use cases, right? Fine. Explain different appenders, boss. We have file appender, rolling file appender, daily rolling file appender. In Log4j2, all these are not there. Rolling can be done based on the size, based on the time. Based on the size, based on the time. Okay, that's great. Explain different appenders. Explain different what? Layouts. Simple layout. Next one. What is what? Simple layout. Understanding my statement, guys. HTML layout, all these layouts, guys. Okay. Explain different logger object, guys. Explain different logger object. What is logger object, guys? Logger object is the base object that enables logging on the class. It's a singleton class now, my dear. In one application, do you try to create multiple logger object? Only one object will be created or not, guys? Advantages of doing logging using what? Various logging tools over system.out.println. Over system.out.println. Advantages of doing logging using what? Various logging tools over system.out.println. Advantages are there or not there, guys? Definitely advantages are there. What is the need of two different logging files in real-time project development? I said, na, one logging file is the base file where all log messages will be recorded. That's for general purpose. Other logging file, only exception related logging messages will be recorded. Whenever application is down, project is down, we open exception related log file, we get the messages and we'll try to solve the problem or not, guys. We get the messages and we try to solve the problem or not, guys. Okay, boss. Tell me next one. Advantages of doing logging using what? Various logging tools over system.out.println. What is the need of two different logging files in real-time projects development? Already. What is the difference between rolling file appender and dialing rolling file appender? Rolling file appender will create a new log file based on the size. Size based rolling it will do. Daily rolling file appender will do rolling based on the time. Yes, my dear. List various details about the pattern layout. A pattern layout allows us to customize the log messages or not there. Explain format specifiers in pattern layout. Percentile C, category name. Percentile T, thread name. Come on. Percentile T, thread name. Are you getting my point there or not there? Super, guys. While integrating log4j with SL4j, what is the file that we need to use to provide what? Configuration. Log4j.properties if it is a property file. If it is XML file, log4j.xml or not, guys. But this is log4j 1.x now, my dear. Okay. Log4j 1.x. If you do same integration using log4j 2.x, okay. In if we integrate SLF4j with log4j 2.x, then file names would be File name should be, what is there? Log4j dot properties. Next, log4j dot xml. Okay. Right. What is the popular appender and layout that will be used in logging operations? Daily rolling file appender and pattern layout. What is HTML layout and pattern layout? Okay, HTML layout will give messages in what? HTML, guys. Okay, the pattern layout will allow us to customize the log messages or not, guys? Okay. Is log4j 1.x and log4j 2.x configurations are same or different? Configurations are same or different? Answer is what, guys? Okay, different. Keys are different now, boss. Are you using the same keys, guys? No. Okay, guys. Okay. How many types of how many types of rolling appenders are? What appenders, guys? Rolling appenders are possible with log4j2. Log4j2. Number one, what is there? Time based. What is number one? Time based. Number two, size based. Okay, time based is equal to what, guys? Size based is equal to what? Daily rolling file append. No, daily rolling is size based. Rolling file appender, it is. It is like, what is like, guys? It is like a rolling file append. Other side, what we got, guys? It is like, come on, daily rolling file append. It is like a daily rolling file append. Okay, that is a time based. Okay, guys. Question. Can we work with can we work with can we work with simple layout? What layout? First day we struggled not to get this layout. Simple layout in log4j2. In log4j2. What is the answer, guys? Answer. Possible or not possible? Possible or not possible? Okay, not possible using properties file configuration. Not possible using properties file configuration. Are you getting my point there or not there, guys? Can we work with a simple layout in Log4j? Yeah. Next one. What is the difference between what is the difference between lager levels in what is the difference between what is there guys? Lager levels in SLF4J. Lager levels in what? SLF4J. And what is there? Lager levels in, tell me, log4j. Lager levels in log4j. Okay. Log4j lager levels are what? Online student, if you are coming like this with notification, how can I type? This WebEx is very bad. Log4j lager levels are what, guys? Log4j lager levels are. Hmm. Okay. Someone called Ashwin Kumar mailed me in the morning. Sir, when you are teaching theory, I'm feeling bored. When you are doing coding, I'm feeling very excited. Give me the solution. I'm not getting one thing. Without concept, where is the coding? Without knowing how to declare a variable, how really I'm worried about that mindset, guys. Then I said, come offline, everything looks great. No, sir, I cannot come offline. All right. That's what I'm saying. Without the concept, there is no coding. How much fastly you understand, that much energy you can put in the learning of subject. Because what we discussed in concept, same thing reflects in what? Coding. By keeping concept in mind, if you study the code, if you do the coding, you never feel you are doing something great in coding. What we discussed concept, same thing reflects or not, guys. That is what we have noticed, right? And moreover, for coding, concept is important. If concept is clear, we can search in the chat GPT or DeepSeek or somewhere else and we can get the reference lines and we can modify as needed, right? So that's why put more efforts for concept. In interview room, your coding knowledge will not be tested. Your conceptual knowledge only will be tested. Maybe few companies nowadays they are conducting system test. But before getting into that system test, you have to clear what? Coding things. You have to clear what? Concept related things. Yeah. Log4j logger levels are what is there? Debug, info. What is there, guys? Info. What level, guys? Warn level. Next one. Okay. Debug info warn error pattern. SLF SLF4J lager levels are SLF4J lager levels are. Tell me. Debug is there. Info is as usually there. What is next one? Trace is there. Error is anyhow there. Error is anyhow there. Are you getting my point there or not there? Okay. Let's move to another tool, guys. That is what? Sonar Cube. Yeah. Day one, as usually, lot of concept will be there. You know that. What is the purpose of this tool? Why this tool came into picture? A number of things will be there or not there. Okay, first of all, before getting into all these nonsense topics, as you feel, first one thing you keep one point in mind, guys. It is there code analysis tool, guys. It is called what? Okay. Before doing compilation, this tool comes into picture, checks whether this code is following proper standards or not, naming conventions or not. After compilation error come. That's the secondary one. Before compilation only, it will check whether coding standards are followed or not, naming conventions are followed or not. Come on. Coding standards are followed or not. Naming conventions are. That's why it is called static code analysis tool. Static code analysis. That means without running the code, without compiling the code, it will analyze the code, guys. Sir, what's the use of it? If coding standards are not followed, they will not give any error in compilation and runtime. But in the long run, maintenance of the code becomes problematic or not, guys. If naming conventions are not followed, nothing happens immediately there, guys. But problem will come in the long run of the code execution or not, my dear. Say something, my dear. I want reply, guys. Super. Okay, guys, listen. Testing is there. It can be done in dynamic testing and static testing. Dynamic testing means what? Functional testing, non-functional testing. Functional testing means what? Functionality of the project will be tested. Withdraw method working properly or not. Deposit is work. They are functionalities of the project now, boss. Non-functional testing, guys. Performance of each method. Performance of each operation. Come on. Total, how many objects are created, how much memory is utilized, how much objects are created. They are non-functional features, boss. You take a banking project, guys. Withdraw, deposit, open account, closing account, all these are what? Functional feature. If you are doing testing on functional feature, that is called what? Functional testing. What testing, guys? But in the same project, we add some non-functional feature for proper maintenance of the project. We try to evaluate the performance of each operation. We try to get all the threads information. We try to get all objects information. We try to get all processes information. We try to check memories, how much memory is utilized. All these are for the maintenance of the project or not, guys. If you are testing non-functional features, that is called non-functional testing. If you are testing functional features, that is called what? Functional testing. That is called what? Functional testing. Are you listening my statement, guys? Come on, everyone. What is the difference between functional testing and non? Okay, now tell me, guys. Static testing, guys. This will done by running the code. This will run without running or compiling code. So in static testing, code review is there or not there? Code review is nothing but what? Static code. Code review is nothing but what? Static code analysis. Sonar Cube is called code review tool, guys. What tool, my dear? Code review tool. Okay. What is the difference between functional testing and non-functional testing? Functional testing will be will test the functionalities of the project in which expected result will be matched with actual result, withdraw, deposit, transfer money, and etc. Etc. Also next line, great. Non-functional feature testing is testing, checking overall project performance and what? Monitoring. Threads info, processes info, heap dump info, and etc. The end users uses the functional features of the project, whereas maintenance team uses what? Non-functional features. Maintenance team uses what? None. The maintenance team responsibility is project is running always smoothly in a bus. Okay, they need to deal with heap information, objects information, X memory information, Y memory information. Lot of details are required or not required. Lot of information is required or not required, guys. Come on. Are you getting my point or not, guys? Come on. Here the source code will be testing to check whether code is following better practices or not. Code is following better practices or not. Are you getting my point there, guys? Okay, boss. Yeah, one thing remember, static testing means the testing that happens before compiling the code and executing code. By just seeing the source code, it will analyze this. That is called static testing. For that is also called code review. That will be done with the support of which tool? Sonar Cube. Not only Sonar Cube, lot of other tools also there. Static testing is a type of software testing in which software application is tested without code execution. Manual or automated reviews of code. Requirements document and document designs are done in order to find the errors. The main objective of tacit testing is to improve the quality of software application by finding errors in early stages of the software development process. Here source code will be tested to check whether coding is following better practices or not. Okay, status testing is also called required tools, guys. Sonar Cube, Coverty, PyCharm, and other things also there. You might. PyCharm is other thing. Okay, static testing is also called. Is also called as, come on, code review. Is also called as what? Code review tool, guys. What is dynamic testing? Under dynamic testing, a code is executed. It checks for functional behavior of software system, memory, CPU usage, overall performance of the system. Hence the name is dynamic. This testing will happen by executing the code or not, guys. Functional features will be tested. Okay, by matching expected results, actual result. Non-functional features will be tested by getting information about performance, security, memory utilization, and etc. Got it, my dear? The main objective of this testing is to confirm that the software products works in confirmation with the business requirement. This testing is also called as execution technique or what? Validation testing. Execution technique or what? Validation technique, guys. Execution technique and what? Here the application or code will be executed for testing to check whether expected results are matching with what? Actual results are not. Expected results are matching with what? Actual results are not. Are you getting my point there or not there? Okay, guys, come on. Dynamic testing executes the software and validates the output with expected outcome. Dynamic testing is performed at all levels of testing, can be either what? Black box or what? White box. And for this one, Selenium, JUnit, Mockito, Jacaco, JMeter, etc. will be done or not done. All Selenium also. At all levels of testing comes under what? Dynamic testing. Okay, what do you mean by white box testing, guys? When you test the code, you can see the code. That is called white box test. When you test the code, you can see the code. That is called what? White box testing. What do you say, guys? Yeah, that is technically called white box testing or not, guys? When you test the code, you can go through the code. You can see through the code, right? That is technically called what, guys? White box testing. Unit test comes under what? Unit testing is always white box testing, na? Who do that? Programmer. Programmer is having access to the code or not there. If some test goes here and there, he can modify the code immediately and we can run the test again with a better code. But testers testing, guys. Black box testing, because he will test the code, he will get the result. But can he really see the code and modify the code, guys? Can he really see the code and modify the code, my dear? He cannot really see the code. He cannot really modify the code. Agree with me, my dear? Come on, I want reply, guys. Test cases are designed by seeing the source code. That is called unit test. Code is not visible while doing what? Testing. Test cases are designed without worrying about what? Source code. By worrying about what? Additional document, requirements document, Selenium, JMeter, all these are testers testing or not, guys. Code is not visible while doing testing, guys. Testers testing comes under what? Black box test. Okay, this is called developer testing, guys. What is this? It is also called what, guys? Developers testing. Yeah, tell me. What is the conclusion of war, guys? Or war, huh? Ceasefire, huh? Today I think some meeting was there. What is the conclusion? It still not came, huh? Okay. Fine. Whatever conclusion, military won't agree that. Because in India, our military is under control of what? Democracy people, right? But their democracy is different. Oh, Modi is addressing today night, huh? Pakistan also declared they won the war. Who won the war? You really don't know, right? Fine. So when war not happened, how we can say it's a war? Someone won, someone. Who will win, sir? War should not happen, Rababu. If war happened, a lot of development activities in India will cut down, and that will reflect everywhere. Already Pakistan is a ruined country. They don't have much to lose, right? But we are progressing nation, right, guys? And a lot of progressive things are happening in India because we are spending money on infrastructure. Okay. You are monitoring war at border in past 3 days. Subhashis Jaina, for you 4 days, you should build automation for missiles by DOS. Are mine is for home automation only, ra. Not war automation. Okay. Okay. Ganesh want war. It will affect India GDP. Pakistan without evidence showing India with evidence showing India. Are you watch Pakistan media, you will be convinced for that. Huh? Are media, what is there in media? They can convince anything, right? Okay. Fine. See, emotionally, yes, we should beat, we should occupy all these things. That's good. That sounds great. But lot of funds, lot of development activities, progressive things will be stopped and entire concentration will be on that. So that's why it's better to go back to normal life and better to focus on what? Growing. Instead of suffering someone or occupying someone, better to grow tall. That's what I believe, guys. Okay, Ashish Kumar. We also Indians, we also love India, not only you. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, this is what? Testers testing or not, guys? Okay. Reasons to use static code analysis, nothing but code review. Code review. Need of code review. Need of code reviewing. A static code analysis, technical word, guys, but in simple word, it is comes under what? Code reviewing. It simply falls under what? Code reviewing. Finds errors earlier in the development. Finding errors or bad practices before running the code helps us to write a better code time to time. Helps us to write better code time to time. And before compilation, before execution only, we are finding out the errors, right? So it's always better to write the code now, boss. Detects over complexity in the code. Refactoring simplification. Okay. Array, listen, X is calling Y is calling Z, Z is calling A. Why all this thing you directly call A method in X method, na? It will identify that kind of complexities also. Come on, sometimes it happens, na? You call X, X calls Y calls Z, Z calls A. Why? Let the X call A directly, na, boss. If target method is called through lengthy method chain, then it suggests us to reduce the method chain to simplify the code. One use case. Finds security errors, guys. If it finds username passwords as a hard-coded details in the source code, then it says there is a security error. There is a security error. Are you convinced, my dear? Not only username, password, any important sensitive information, you hard code it. Programmer observes it, someone hackers may observe it, and he may take advantage of that one or not, basically. So that's why, so that definitely comes under what? Security issue or not, bias. Enforces best coding practices. A code review is there to check whether coding standards are followed or not. Checks whether code is following coding standards or not. It simply checks whether code is following what? Coding standards or not. I hope you convinced, my dear. Come on, everyone. CI, code integration. CD, code delivery or deployment. Okay, next one. Automated and integrates with what? Jenkins. You need not to do code review separately as a process, guys. You link with the Jenkins tool. What Jenkins will do? Automates build and deployment process. Jenkins automatically connect to Git, automatically collects the code, automatically builds the WAR file. But before building WAR file, if I link SonarQube, before doing okay, though it prepares WAR file, if code review is having multiple problem, we try to rectify or not, my dear. So that means what? You need not to run this code review tool separately, boss. If we can link with Jenkins as part of automation of build and deployment activity, it will happily revise the things or not, guys. It will happily revise the things or not, guys. That's great. Can create project specific what? Rules. It can actually create what, guys? Project specific rules, guys. Some coding standards will vary project to project. Nothing but, okay. This is project specific, Rabav. Project specific rules. Some coding standards you want to change it project to project, guys. So we can add those rules and we can also check whether those project specific rules are following or not following. So advantages are there or not there, guys? All these are what? SonarQube advantages, which is basically called as what? Code review tool. Technical understanding. Here is the developer, writes the code. Yeah, when he writes the code, it is going to be complex solution or easy solution. Okay. Using best practices, using complex solution, then deployment. After some time, easy expansion is coming or not, guys. Other hand, developer writing what? Easy code. Easy solution without using best practices. Deployment is done. After some time, okay, issues needs to rework or not, guys. So not good for expansion, guys. Okay, gives problem in project maintenance and expenses. Gives problems in, what is there? Project maintenance. Project maintenance and expense. Gives problems in project maintenance and expansion. Are you getting my point there or not, guys? Say something, my dear. I want reply from you people, guys. Okay, who is this? Developer. See, if you use easy solution without doing best practices, without doing code review, okay, guys. This is with code review, na boss. It is with code review. It is what? Without code review or not, guys? This is without code review. This is without code review. Yeah. What SonarQube is? What is there? What SonarQube is? As may you have already guessed, SonarQube is what? Static analysis code tool. It basically goes through developer's code and identifies the errors at the early stage. Definitely identifies the error at what? Early stage. It is an open source static testing analysis software. It is used by developers to manage source code quality and what? Consistency. Some of the code quality checks are, what is there? Some of the code quality checks are. Overall, SonarQube is what? Static analysis code tool or static code analysis tool. That is a very lengthy word, guys. Okay, it is called code review tool. Entire industry knows it as what? Code review tool. SonarQube. Static code analysis tool. Static code analysis tool or code review tool. Static code analysis tool or what? Code review. Next one, guys. Number one, potential bugs. The possibility of raising errors if the code is compiled or executed. The possibility of raising error if the code is compiled or executed. Are you getting my point? Array, null in reference variable may give null pointer exception. Typecasting in the code may give class cast exception. Are potential bugs na boss they are. Are you have taken reference variable with null. And if you continue as it is, there is a chance of getting null pointer exception. And whenever you are doing typecasting, there is a serious possibility of getting class cast exception, guys. There is a serious chance of getting what? Class cast exception or not, guys? Come on, my dear, I want reply, guys. Code defects to design inefficiencies. Code defects to design inefficiencies. Identifies the code which is not compatible with what? Design structure of the application. Identifies the code which is not compatible with what? Design structure of the code. I have written my own project specific coding standards, guys. I have written one design document. But you have written code by without following the design document. So if I can link this document with the SonarQube, it will tell, okay, this coding standard is not followed. Be careful kind of message will come or not, guys. Be alert, be careful kind of message will come or not, guys. Super, guys. Next, code duplication. Code duplication takes a lot of memory. The tool can identify those things. Array, so few lines of code repeating in multiple parts of the project. If we give same that such project code to what? SonarQube. SonarQube say these are the places same code is repeating. Maybe you keep in a method and call method for multiple times. So that means these are not compile time errors or runtime exceptions. These are what? Better coding practices. Actually, earlier with a senior developer used to have a lot of experience. They used to identify all these things. But combining all their thoughts, they have come up with one tool called what? SonarQube. Nowadays, tool is doing that. Nowadays, who is doing that work, guys? Tool is taking care of that work. Are you getting my point, my dear? Come on. Okay. Code detects to design inefficiencies. Identifies the code which is not compatible with the design structure of the application. Okay. Next one, what is there? Code duplication. Code duplication takes a lot of memory. The tool can identify those things. Array, it simply avoids code duplication or not, guys? It literally avoids code duplication activity or not, guys? And if you avoid code duplication, indirectly you are saving memory utilization. Indirectly you are saving memory utilization or not, guys? Okay, boss. Lack of test coverage. There may be we are not enough test written to application. This tool can identify those things. And if you involve JUnit test cases code in the code review, and this tool can say these test cases may not be covering certain area of the code for testing. Is it not interesting, my dear? These test cases are not sufficient to test the actual main code completely and fully. Like that, it can tell one error, one message kind of thing, one warning kind of thing, so that we'll try to write more and more test cases or not, guys. So that we try to write more and more test cases or not, guys. I want reply, my dear. Okay, guys. Excess complexity. Tool can identify a much more simple may to simple way na tool can identify much more simple way to simple may to complex code segments. No, this is not sounding good, guys. I'll simplify it. A tool can identify a much more complex code segments. And for example, I said na method chaining, guys. X is calling Y, Y is calling Z, Z is calling A. Why are you making complex? Directly call it, na? Directly call it. That should sound great or not, guys? Okay. Excess complexity. Tool can identify a much complex code segment, guys. Okay. Identifies method chaining areas. Where area? Method chaining areas. Easy, my dear. Come on, everyone. Okay. Features of Sonar Cube, guys. That means, what Sonar Cube can do. That is what. But this is what? Features of Sonar Cube. What Sonar Cube do? What Sonar Cube can do, guys? It can identify potential bugs, future problems, right? Code defects and design efficiency. Okay, if naming conventions and coding conventions are not followed, they can be identified. Now, they can eliminate code duplication, my dear. Okay, lack of test coverage. Okay, excess complexity can be identified or not, guys. Okay. Features of what? Sonar Cube. It can work in 25 different languages. The good part is it is not just there to identify Java related coding issues, guys. Total 25 language related coding codes. It can review code of 25 languages, 25 plus languages, right? It can work in 25 languages: Java, .NET, JavaScript, COBOL, PHP, Python. Though it is developed in Java, it can perform static code analysis on what? 25 languages code. It can perform static code analysis on what? 25 plus languages code. Are you getting my point there, guys? Come on. Super. Next. Identify tricky issues, boss. It can identify tricky issues or not, guys. Say something, my dear. What kind of tricky issues? Net one, detect bugs. SonarQube can detect tricky bugs that can rise on piece of code that things faulty. Example, not initialization of final variable at the time of what? Declaration. I declare final variable but not kept initial value. It may think that may go wrong or not, guys. It may alert you, hey, you taken final variable, why are you not initializing? Boss. Okay, next one. If any variable is taken with a null and not initialized, you may get null pointer exception, na boss. By seeing the nature of code writing, it may guess future problem. That too before compilation, before execution. Is it not interesting aspect, guys? Come on. Generally, we get error after compilation, after execution. But before compilation, only this tool comes into picture. You are doing like this. You may, in compilation, you may get this problem. In execution, you may get this problem. Better to do something to come out of that problem. Is it interesting or not, guys? Yeah. Code smells. What, guys? Code smell. Sometimes we smell the problem, right? We smell the problem. We smell the problem. Sometimes we say, nah, today from the morning some bad signs are coming. Something will happen worst. Something will go wrong, right? Yeah, Sonar Cube, before you compile the code, before you execute the code, it is going to smell the problem. That means it is simply going to smell the problem. Is it not interesting, guys? Come on. Code smells are the characteristic of the code that indicates that there might be problem caused by the code in future. But smells are not necessarily bad. Sometimes they are how functionality works and there is nothing that can be done about it. This is something called best practices. This is something called what? Best practice. See, not compulsory you should get the error. Okay, you should get the compile time or runtime error. For example, you have taken variable but not initialized, but trying to utilize the variable. So if you initialize, it would be better, na boss. Otherwise, you will get warning kind of thing. That kind of thing it will identify and tell. Using deprecated feature without replacing them with what? Alternate. In your code, 1-2 deprecated methods are there. Code identifies, this may give problem in future, please replace them with what? Real features. Poor API code, deprecated features code. They are not errors. They are not errors. But SonarQube identifies them, says, when you have alternate, please do it. When you have alternate, please do. That is what code smells. Next one, security vulnerability. Vulnerability means what? Security breakage. Vulnerability means security breakage. Understanding my statement, guys? Security vulnerability means security breakage. Convinced, my dear? Come on, everyone. Okay. You are hard coding database username password in JDBC application. If you give username password to developer may misuse that one or not. What it says, you don't hard code them. Always collect from outside the source code, either from property file or XML file. That kind of security one. All these are tricky problems, guys. SonarQube can detect security issue that Cube may face. For example, if a developer forgets to close an OpenSQL database, or if important details like username, password have been directly written in the code, then SonarQube can identify these things, because leaving SQL database open can cause issues in the source code. And you definitely don't want to write username, password directly in the code. You should inject them. Inject them means what? You should always collect them from outside. You should always collect them from outside. Everyone getting my point there or not there, guys? Don't hardcode database username, password in the source code. Prefer getting them from what? Other place like properties file, XML file, in the form of what? Encrypted content. In the form of what, guys? Encrypted content. Are you getting my point, my dear? Activate rules needed. Activate rules needed. You can create and maintain different sets of rules that are specific to particular projects. These are known as what? Quality profiles. This means a team or project should follow specific rules then we can create a quality profile in what? SonarQube. We can create a quality profile in what? SonarQube. Are you getting my point there or not there? Project specific code review rules, which can be predefined rules or user defined rules or mix of both. We can activate your project specific rule, set of already available rules, or we can create a new rules by mixing what? Existing rules plus new rules. That can be done or not there, guys. Okay, that's good. What is the next one, guys? Execution path. What is there, guys? Execution path. Tell me. Whenever there is a data flow in program and there is a lot of involvement between different module, SonarQube can figure out if there is any tricky bugs, this execution path. When a company works on application there, obviously a code pipeline of data flow, the program. SonarQube, when it integrate with the Jenkins or what? Deployment tool, it works itself, keeps looking at errors and bugs. Sometimes SonarQube identifies what, guys? These tricky bugs in the pathways. Suppose an error that depends on module is way back code pipeline or way back in what? Data flow in the program, then it can figure out integration error that happens between these. Are very simple, guys. Project is a complex one. A lot of modules are there. Okay, one method, one module is talking to another module, right? One module is talking to what? Another module. In that process of data flow, there's a chance of going for data leakage now, boss. There's a chance of going for data leakage issues or not, guys. SonarQube says data is traveling from one module to another module like this. In these places, data leakage may happen. Be careful. In these places, what, guys? Data leakage may happen. Please take care. So that kind of hints or reviews may give or not, guys. Come on, everyone. Enhanced workflow. Ensure better CI/CD. Ensure better CI/CD. Yeah, nothing is there, guys. You need not to run SonarQube tool separately. When you integrate with Jenkins, guys, whenever Jenkins is automating build and deployment process, every time when code goes for build, it will also do code review. With the support of what? Integrated SonarQube or not, guys? CI means continuous integration. CD means continuous deployment or delivery. Continuous deployment or what? Delivery. Are you getting my point, my dear? Come on, everyone. Continuous deployment or delivery. Tell me. Enhanced workflow. Ensure better CI/CD. Automated code analysis. Keep working in the background from the development phase itself, monitoring and identify errors. SonarQube can be automated by integrating with the deployment tool and integration tool, and will keep working on what? Background, and it finds all the errors, the code smells, technical depth by itself. Very simple, guys. I link it with Jenkins. It is automatically doing build and deployment. Internally gives code review errors, na? Okay, I seen the report. Okay, before it doing build and deployment next time, I will try to rectify those things in the code, guys. In the next build and deployment, those problems have gone now, boss. New problems may rise, new review may come, right? Again, those new reviews will be given back to whom? Build and deployment. Come on, guys. Again, those new reviews will be given back to whom, guys? built-in deployment, and things will again take place in a great manner or not, guys? Things again will take place in a great manner or not, my dear? Say something, my dear. I want reply from you people. Okay. Automated code analysis. What is this? Automated code analysis. Okay, guys. Keep working in the background from the development phase itself, monitoring and identifying errors. Sonar Cube can be automated by integrating with what? Deployment and integration tool, and it will keep working in the background, and it finds all the errors. The code smells technical deployment itself, guys. Get access through what? Webhooks and API. Get access through webhooks and what? API. To initiate a test, don't need to come to Sonar Cube directly. We can go through what? An API call. You don't need to install Sonar Cube, guys. You can just use API and call them. And how many of you know using web services APIs will be developed? I mean, it's a distributed application. What it says? No, you need not install Sonar Cube. You send your source code files to one API, one ready-made service which is there in the cloud or internet. It will send the report. That means it says don't need to install what? Sonar Cube in your computer. You don't need to install what? Sonar Cube in your computer. That is what it is saying or not, my dear? That is what it is really saying or not? I want reply, my dear. Come on. Actually, you can install Sonar Cube to check this one. But it says what? You send your project source code to one ready-made service, which is already there internet. It will send the report. You need not install Sonar Cube also. Ready-made RESTful web service or APIs are given to take source code as input for static code analysis. Is it not interesting, my dear? Come on. Super, guys. Next one. Integrate GitHub, guys. It can be directly integrated with your choice of version control software. Nothing but Git is kind of. You can find errors as well in the version control code itself that you are using. Not only you can link with Jenkins, you can also link with what? Git. Whenever I push the code into Git repository, okay, there only this tool will execute and will give the report tool or not, guys. Okay. Developer will develop the .java files. Okay, then what? Static code analysis takes place, then compilation, then code execution, then dynamic testing will take place or not, guys? This is the actual process that will happen or not, guys? But if we can link with GitHub, whenever I commit the code to code repository, automatically code review takes place. I will get the report. These are the places where you have to convert or not, my dear. These are the places where we have to go for conversion or not, my dear. Analyze branches and decorate pull request. It gives as branch level analysis. As an example, it does not just analyze the master branch, it also analyze what? Other branches identifying any errors. Are those who completed Git for any feature development, we take a separate branch now. Feature 1, branch 1. Feature 2, branch 2. Feature 3, branch 3, right? Like this, for different features, we go for different branches or my dear? For different features, we try to take the support of different branches or not, my dear? Are you getting my point or not, guys? Come on, everyone. It uses branch level analysis as an example. It does not just analyze the master branch. It also analyzes what? Other branches, identifying the errors. Okay, next one. Built-in methodology. What methodology, guys? All these are main features, Babu. What is the feature number 1? It can work with 25 different languages. This is feature number 1, my dear. Feature number 2, identify tricky issues. In that one, all these are the tricky things. Enhanced workflow, guys. What is there? Enhanced workflow. Okay, that's good. Yeah, tell me next one. Built-in methodology. What is that methodology, guys? Built-in methodology. Are you getting my point there, guys? Discover memory leaks. Good visualizer. Enforces quality gate, right? Okay. Discover memory leaks. Memory leaks means what, guys? Memory wastage will be there, guys. It can show memory leaks in your application if application has tendency to fail to go out of memory. This generally will happen slowly over the period of time. Or nothing. Some method chains are there. Stack overflow, stack underflow. Sometimes heap memory is not sufficient, right? By seeing the code, it can tell a lot of method chaining is there, or you are calling two classes two string method. That two string is calling this two string, this two string is calling that two string. In this continuous call, whatever memory assigned for your JVM that may not be sufficient, you may get stack overflow, underflow issue or not, guys. It can discover memory leaks, or some streams are open but not closed. So that time also those objects may reside forever and may give memory related issues or not, guys. May give memory related issues or not, guys. Okay. Next one, what there, guys? Good visualizer. Array, when it finds so many problems, it has to give a list of errors now, boss. A good reporting environment is there, and you select the error. You will get more and more details about that error. It will give solution, what to do also it will tell. Why this problem happened, it will tell. Moreover, if you double click, it will take you to the line where that problem is raised. It will take you to the line where that problem is raised. Is it not interesting aspect, my dear guys? Okay. It has got good way of visualizing. It gives simple overview of overall health of the code. After code has been developed, a proper record how code is been performing created Sonar Cube, and it will be presenting on what dashboard. Though the team lead or developer himself can go through it. Gives the detailed report on the static code analysis. Gives the detailed report on what, guys? Static code analysis. Are you getting my point there, guys? Come on. Okay. Enforces a quality gate. Enforces a quality gate. It can enforce a quality gate. You can tell Sonar Cube based on your what? Requirement and practice what code is wrong, what code is correct. And you can practice what code is wrong, what code is correct. Enforces quality gate. Are you getting my point there or not, guys? Come on, my dear. I want reply, guys. Enforces quality gate. It can enforce a quality gate. You can tell Sonar Cube based on your code requirement and practices what code is wrong, what code is right. What code is wrong, what code is correct, guys. That means it will act as a India gate, guys, entry point to India, na? Something like India gate, entry point to India. Similarly, quality gate. Sonar Cube before compilation, before execution. It will take the source code, it will analyze and it will try to tell which is good, which is not good, right? It digs into issues, guys. If it shows that there is a problem in Sonar Cube, allows you to go to directly to check it out summary report or from one form of file another in Sonar Cube dashboard, you can see further more details of the error by just clicking on the error. All these are the points of what, guys? Built-in methodology. Just now I said, you will get a report. When you double click on it, it will take you to the code. Come on. You will get detailed analysis, problem, what to be done, how to solve the problem, some example scenarios they will give, right? So because of that, code solving the problem becomes quite easy or not, guys? Digs into issues. When you select the problem in the report, it will directly take to the code to solve the problem. Yeah, next one. Plugins for IDEs. Okay, it has a plugin called Sonar Lint, which helps Sonar Cube to integrate itself with an what? IDE, which means there is no need of installing whole Sonar Cube package. There is no necessity of installing total Sonar Cube. In Eclipse IDE, there is a plugin called Sonar Lint, guys. If you install, you can start working with the Sonar Cube or not, guys. Option number one, in internet already one web service is there. Submit entire source code to that web service. From there you can get a static code analysis report or not, guys. That is option number one. Option number two, guys. By taking the support of what? Sonar Lint, we can get entire report or not. We can get entire report or not, guys. DevApps versus DevSecApps. Development, Dev means development, I means IT operations, and application delivery. This is nothing but project maintenance, guys. What operations? Build operation. Here IT operations, nothing but what, guys? Build operation. Yeah. Development, IT operations, application delivery. Development, IT operations, security, application delivery. What is extra, guys? Security is extra. DevSecApps is equal to DevApps plus security. This security will be applied in all phases of what? SDLC, Software Development Lifecycle. Parameter, culture, DevApps promotes a work culture or shared responsibility for the development and operations. Emphasis security, extending the culture of what? Shared responsibility. Are you getting my point there or not there? Promotes a work culture or shared responsibility for what? Development and operation. Emphasis security, extending the culture of shared responsibility. This is the culture I am talking, my dear. Treatment of security. Usually implemented security at the end of what? SDLs. Introduce security into continuous integration and continuous development. In every phase, security is added, boss. Here, security is added at the end of development, right? But here, security is added in every phase of the SDLC or not, guys? That's what I said, guys. This security will be applied in all phases of what? SDL. Software Development Life Cycle. That is culture, guys. Tell me next one. Next one, security tools, boss. Combines modern DevOps pipelines with traditional security methods. Okay, regular tools will be used. Required teams to embrace new security tools and technique. The DevOps process must include security tools and controls from the beginning adapting security to the CI/CD workflow. And nothing is there. From the designing perspective, designing onwards, you have to involve security. Designing documents. Not only design document, you have to secure the document. Jira task, you have to secure them. Everywhere, security will be coming into picture. But here what? In major code releases, after release only we worry about security. But here, in every aspect, security is going to be major concern or not, guys? Efficiency, guys, often results in security bottlenecks and technical debt due to slow feedback loops, guys. In DevOps, security is not there, na. Feedback will come bit slowly, right? Uh, Reduces vulnerabilities in production, minimizing cost of addressing security issues and bugs. It enables scalability without compromising security, placing secure code as the core DevOps objective. Nothing is there. Your security is involved in every phase now, boss. When you are scaling the project, I need not to think about security as a separate process, right? I need not to think about what? Security as a separate process. Are you getting my point there or not? Next one is what? Automation. Automates development process but relies on what? Human team to handle the security. Manually we handle security. Bring security to all stages of development and what? Delivery process. Embracing automation to accelerate what? Security tasks. To accelerate what? Security tasks are very simple, Rababu. In DevOps, security will come into picture at the end. In DevSecOps, in every aspect, security is taken care. In every aspect, security is taken care. Actually, you don't believe, boss. DevOps, DevSecOps, also SDLC methodologies. After Agile model, next model is what? DevOps. As its improvements, we have got what? DevSecOps. So we look at it as a bunch of tools, na? But actually it's not bunch of tools. DevOps, DevSecOps also an enhancement SDLC methodology of Agile methodology. Enhanced Agile methodology, yes. Note. What is this? DevOps. What is there, guys? DevOps. DevSecOps. See, DevSecOps are the enhanced Agile methodologies. Enhanced Agile SDLC methodology. SDLC methodology. Are you getting my point, my dear? Yes. DevOps, DevSecOps are enhanced Agile SDLC methodology. I hope you convinced, my dear. Come on, everyone. Super, guys. I think 7 p.m., guys. I hope you understood, guys. Yeah, today just what is what? Static code analysis. I think one thing is clear. Before compilation execution, by just seeing the source code, if someone wants to tell these are the problems, then we have to think about going for what, guys? Sonar cube. What is that? Sonar cube. Are you getting my point, either? Super, guys. Tell me here. Let me go for new folder. What is the folder? New. Yeah, Sonar Cube. Yeah, don't miss tomorrow's class. Tomorrow we are going to see the practicals of it. We have a lot of JDBC application in which Log4j is applied. Yeah, we take that application. We without doing any modification